Welcome, guys. We're here today at Sunset Valley at the new SLAB location. I have co-owners Raf and Mark here. We're going to kind of learn about the background of the company and about this brand new location that's opening up on Friday, right?
Friday.
Yeah.
Two more days.
2 more days. What's the future hold? Are we at a stopping point, or do you guys already have something else that works there? Or you don't want to share?
Every time we say we're gonna take a break, another opportunity comes up. But and that's the thing is that we're both men of faith, and so we move often where God is pointing us. And if those opportunities arise and it makes sense and we can move forward prayerfully and thoughtfully, then I would love to say, hey, the next step is we're gonna take this nationwide, or I'll take a break. But honestly, it's the right answer for me is to say, we're gonna do what's right in front of us.
Yeah.
And then if something presents itself, we'll think about it, we'll pray about it, and then see what happens. And that's my philosophy.
Yeah.
Amen.
The phone could ring as soon as we're done here. Maybe they're going to reopen Dartbowl.
Yeah. Oh man.
So speaking of nationwide, what was the feel in whenever you guys were on the Food Network? I don't know how long. It's been a couple of years ago now. Right?
2019.
Okay. Yeah. So, but how did that affect business for you guys? Did you guys feel that, or was it just something cool?
Absolutely, man.
I see that there's the signed
that guy
poster.
That guy is a good guy.
Yeah.
No, that I was always a big fan of his, even when he was on the Food Network Star. And so as he kind of grew and I watched him grow, I was like, and when he took over and when he started, Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives, I was like, man, one day I'd love to be on that show, and out of the blue, I got a call and said, hey,
the McDowell, a true rib sandwich.
First, we're going to make the rub.
They didn't say the channel.
Sea salt.
And I was
dry
like,
mustard.
absolutely, sure.
Chili
And,
powder. Granulated garlic.
it wasn't something that we submitted or anything like that. That's all
Dry rub it up on the St. Louis rib. And how long's it going to go down the smoke?
3.5, 4 hours.
And went through the whole interview process, and then at the end they're like, "Well, this is for
sugar,
Diners, Drive-Ins, and
water,
Dives." So I was like,
brown
"Man,
sugar,
this is great."
chili powder.
You got it.
Black pepper,
And
liquid smoke.
Yeah.
you don't realize
white pepper,
how big of a following
cayenne,
he has. I mean, they
pepper
try to
flakes,
tell you like,
and a
"Hey,
little bit
man,
of
you
butter."
got to get ready."
So
It's
cook this
big
down
until
and then mix that together
it
with
really
the backyard
happens,
red.
and that
Cracker
show
ribs.
aired,
Little
and
turn,
I just
a little
remember the
slide.
next
You
day
can work here, brother.
just
I'll
hanging
start
on,
with backyard.
And the mustard
it was
gold
like,
rush.
wow, this is
Get a little bit more
crazy,
sauce.
and it just kept going.
Pickles and onions.
You
that's
know,
all
and
she wrote.
that show
That's
is like the
gangster.
gift that keeps on giving. Every time it
Super
re-airs,
tender.
man,
The
you can
perfect
guarantee
bun.
that you're
But bro,
gonna
you
get
don't
that-
only pull it
that next
off, you
boost,
crush
and
it.
just stays out there. But I mean, just guy, in general, he's just a good person, and done a lot for this industry, and I'm grateful. He checked in during COVID time on us, and he's just somebody that truly cares to see restaurateurs succeed, and that's I can't say enough about him. So
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's probably something that you reshare on Instagram a lot is the picture. Right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, just to echo what Mark said, I thought it was extremely, just cool, humbling, but also just like to the point that Mark made, just his character. It's like of all the shows that they've done, for them to reach out during COVID and just be like, man, how are you guys doing? Y'all hanging out, hanging on, and they wanted to bring us back on the show for a second round, and it's just like, man, that's huge.
It's huge.
So.
Is he exactly how he is on camera?
Man, he is really quick-witted. But one of the things that people need to understand is that this guy, he travels around 4 to 5 days a week. He doesn't really see his family that often other than when he's home. And so when that camera's off, he kind of takes a step back and checks in with his family, checks in with friends, just kind of, you know, just kind of takes a breath.
Yeah.
You know, but man, once that camera's on, I mean, he is just like so fast, so quick with it. You're trying to keep up with him, you know, and some of the things that come out of his mouth, you're like, what? Did you say that?
Yeah.
But he's a really interesting guy and a real interesting character. But I really enjoyed the time that he spent with us and that I got to spend with him. And
Nice.
And you know, another, you know, point was that, you know, he made a point to engage with all the staff,
Mhm.
you know, acknowledge,
Right.
you know, their importance, and brought everybody together and just spoke to each person,
Yeah.
you know, and just acknowledge, hey man, you matter.
Right.
Like the only reason that these guys are on this show is because you guys come in, day out, and make this happen. Which, I mean, that's just stuff like that is like, man, that's huge.
Because I think he understands. He's not just, he understands about how the ins and outs. He's not, maybe not the Bourdain of it, but, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I mean, so are you guys, is it the same menu here as the other locations, or do you guys switch that up? Or?
it's a little bit smaller, but not much. I mean, you're going to see a lot of the favorites. I mean,
Yeah.
everything will be on here. Just a couple of things that have been left off, but I mean, it's not much at all. It's just, you know, obviously we're working out of a trailer, so we're limited on space.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's going to be like 90% of the menu.
Yeah.
So what's you've been doing this for a long time. What's your go-to, or what's the one thing that you've perfected?
I'm always a fan of the brown chicken, brown cow, because it just has, you know, like I said, I'm a sucker for sandwiches. And so that one has a lot of different layers of flavor in one bite. It's got brisket, it's got chicken, it's got coleslaw, it's got the white sauce. And so it's just got a lot of flavors that I enjoy that when you bite into it, you're like, wow, man, that's got a lot going on. And the McDowell, you know, that's another one that, you know, I'll go back and I'm like, man, that was so good. You know, it's a little bit time consuming because we debone each rib, you know, we take everything out and we keep that rib patty intact. And so that, you know, when you bite into it, it's still, you know, it's a good hearty bite, you know, and it works really well with the different sauces, the red sauce and the Gold Rush sauce. And that's one that, you know, for example, that he wanted to try, Guy Fieri wanted to try when we did Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And he was the same thing. He's like, man, just everything really works well together, you know. And so it's probably those two are my favorite.
Well, the McDowell, it's one of my favorites. I know I'll be back Friday for that one.
Yeah.
And I was kind of mentioning to Raf about the nachos.
Yeah.
Where I've been a big fan of those, and that being at Westgate Lanes was like a no-brainer. I mean, what's your kind of your go-to?
The McDowell.
Oh, yeah?
Like
Okay.
number one.
So we can all agree on that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the ribs, you know, slab ribs I hear it on a daily basis. The best ribs I've ever had. You know, and I mean, kudos to Mark and you know, we smoke our meats at each location.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And so, you know, each pitmaster, you know, they care about what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and you taste it, you know, like every one of the guys that's smoking our meats, they care about it. And I think when you have people like that, you know, we had one guy who was working for us, and he said, you know, my favorite part about this job is watching people smile when they eat what I made. It's like, man, that means you're in the right job.
Yeah.
Right. If that's what brings you life and makes you happy to you know, make people smile through your food, this is exactly where you need to be.
Yeah.
So for me, the McDowell, and then, man, I'd say it's a toss up between the nachos and the wings. The wings, you know, we only do them on the weekends, but man, I look forward to the weekends.
So the wings, smoked wings.
Yeah.
Those you said that those are kind of something you guys did and have been brought back.
Yeah. You know, during COVID, the price of wings just went nuts. I mean, you saw all your favorite wing places, you know, prices were crazy, or they started moving to thighs, which, you know, I like chicken thighs. but Mark's recipe for the rubs and just how we do the wings are best I've ever had.
Yeah.
And then we do all of our sauces. We have 4 signature sauces, so those are all scratch made. Again, all Mark's recipes. Yeah. And the cool thing, you go to a wing place, and one of the cool things is to try different sauces or the different rubs on the wings. So with us, you get to try different sauces. Whether you want a spicy sauce or more of like a white. Some people use ranch. We have an Alabama white sauce, or traditional barbecue.
Yeah.
So the wings are cool because you can try a lot of different flavors with the sauces.
Gotcha. Well, cool. I appreciate you guys sitting down.
Man. Thank you for doing this.
Come check out these guys in Sunset Valley. It's a Austin original, man.
Yeah.
Slow, low, and banging.
Slow, low, and banging, baby.
Yeah, and I'm
gonna get a hat from you, Raf.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit up Sean for your real estate. Yeah.
Right.
This guy's been in town for
25 years here.
Yeah.
Mostly in South Austin, so I know this part of town for sure.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.